Hello fellow commanders and welcome to another Strategic Command World War II World at War with me, Bubblebox. Hiroshima mobilizes the Home Guard. More blockading, so it's getting to quite an interesting stage in the war. Things are turning, the Japanese are under a lot of pressure. Sweden's going towards the Allies 21% there, that's really good. The game turns are quite long at the moment, but that's because pretty much it's happening in all fronts at the moment. Infantry weapons level 2 for the Americans, tanks for the Americans, some movement there for the Russians, command and control 1 for the Indians, armoured warfare 1 for the Indians. And that's that. So let's calculate supply then, see what the AI is going to do to us this time. Some interesting comments in the last couple of videos. I'll be going over those as we play through and implementing some of your suggestions as well. So if you've got any suggestions about what I should be doing or anything, please do write it in the comments below. I do read them all and take note of them as well and implement those suggestions when I think they are kind of viable to do. So more movement around in all over the place really, and once they've finished moving then we'll do some battling, I expect. Looks like they're operating a few units around as well. Blocking the way to Kursk, that's interesting. We'll come on to that a little bit later. We've got one of their cavalry surrounded over near Kursk as well, over near on that part of the Russian front. Bit of reinforcing going on. It's May the 7th 1943, so there's going to be quite a few attacks I expect, and the air forces will be back in action again, especially the goddamned Luftwaffe. Got our subs getting attacked by one of the Japanese aircraft carriers, but at least we know that there's an aircraft carrier in the port at Nagasaki now. Got to try and remember that when it's our turn. We'll check that out, maybe attack there with some subs. Got a lot of subs over there now in Japan. Japanese of course under huge pressure now. They're not going to be able to keep reinforcing their units, that's for sure. I was thinking of even putting some Russian units on that front just to try to get Japan out of the game, because you have to take their secondary capital in South Korea I think, as well as their main capital on the island to make them surrender, or you can just get them on a morale points victory of course by dropping atomic bombs and that, but that'll bit of time before we can do that though. So here comes the Luftwaffe over towards Leningrad. We've got one decent-ish fighter over there at the moment as they're bombing our army over there in Leningrad and bombing. Oh, that's nasty. Took out. Yeah, they took out our battleship. That's not nice. Good job we don't need all those surface ships at the moment. Now we've kind of won the sea war, but that's, yeah, that was a bit nasty. Lost a battleship there for the Russians. Good that we've got another fighter just trying to defend a little bit from the Luftwaffe. More bombing on the front there, attacking our core over near Moscow. I'm fairly happy defensively in Russia. Offensively, we do need to get some decent units in to start pushing back against the Germans, but we have now landed, of course, in France. We're going to have to check out how that goes on, what the AI does about us landing in Bordeaux as well. See if they try to push us out there. Got some heavy artillery down in near Bangkok. Sevastopol still holding out, and this is where it's a little bit dodgy down here. Got some big heavy tanks coming in attacking the American unit down near Greece, because we haven't got any aircraft really or any sort of really decent tanks down there in Greece to battle against those heavy tanks. Oh, this looks a bit dodgy. Our army's under a bit of pressure there, down to 4 health, and they're moving another corps across just to try to finish it off, down to 2 health, but it pulls back and they don't manage to kill it, which is good. But they are doing some bit of damage to us in Russia, are the Germans. And Yan'an again, they always attack Yan'an. Guarantee anything in this game is the Japanese are going to try to take Yan'an. And they're moving forward against our special forces in the south. Oh, they actually attacked out. This army that's kind of surrounded at the moment in Italy is actually attacking out against one of our units. Attacking our... I think that's just a light tank, nothing too effective there. And the army attacking across the river from Rostov. More attacks from the Japanese. And Sevastopol hopefully will hold out for yet another turn. Doesn't look like the Germans are too strong down here. I think they're looks like they've got a few supply problems down there with low morale. Maybe I'm just reading into that, but that's kind of just what it looks like just from the graphics without looking at the statistics. Trying to put a bulge between us, between Moscow and Stalingrad. More probing attacks by the Japanese, and now they've moved off of Kota Baru and heading towards Penang. Of course, we've got the Indians moving down there as well. More heavy tank attacks down in Greece. This is what I'm afraid of. We're going to take some casualties down here against these tanks until they kind of run out of steam. More attacks onto our armies. Okay, is that it? Yeah, they're starting to reinforce their units now. Just shuffle their units around, then they'll shuffle their aircraft around and shuffle their ships around and shuffle their leaders around, and then it'll be our turn. Okay, there's that surrounded cavalry unit. That's definitely going to go down this turn. Hopefully we can soon get some more units. We'll do with a few Russian units to fill the gaps. Hopefully we'll get a few this turn. Can't quite remember. Some attrition loss for that cavalry that's surrounded, down to 3 health now. The usual blockades. And some nice interdicting for us as well. Americans starting to interdict the Japanese supply routes. There's that battleship that we lost. So how much do we take off of the Japanese? 20, 30, 40, 54, 57. So that's quite a chunk of their MPPs we are taking off with our subs interdicting. So we've just got the intelligence reports to go through before we move into our attack turn. Quite a few calls been placed in the areas that they've taken for the Japanese. Oh, hello. That's a nice spot. And we've got some tanks for the UK. We've got quite a bit of stuff for the Americans. Probably going to take that to Europe still. We've also got another commander that's well needed. And then, yes, we have got some nice units there for the Russians as well. We can actually bring in this turn. We'll think about where we're going to put there and where we want to try and push back against the Germans. Very nice. Okay, so let's start off over in Paris, which we've the Germans have actually looked like they've pulled back. That's surprising. Where have the Germans gone? They were right outside of Paris, and they've kind of gone, and there's this leader over here. Let's start down in Bordeaux actually. We're going to reinforce this British unit first of all up to maximum health, and we're going to try to land some units. We've got this guy we're going to land first of all. That's the leader. Now we do need to move him out of the way so we can land yet more units. So we're going to move him just across to there, down near Vichy, France. Now I've got all these units. I didn't remember I moved these actually just before I started recording. They were out in the Atlantic. These are the American units. We've got our French dude as well, but let's get some stronger American units in first. That's an airborne. I thought these were tanks actually, but they're airborne. And that's okay, let's get them landed. Oh! Shit, that was a... Can I not? Oh, seriously? Oh, god damn it. That isn't a land hex, look. That's just flipping seaborne hex. That's a pain. Okay, we've got this guy we can bring around. Maybe land near Nantes. Yeah, let's land that near Nantes. Let's just move this out of the way. Get this guy down Nantes. Is there anything in there? If there isn't, we are going to be good to... There isn't anything in Nantes. Look, let's grab that real quick. Nice. So that's another port that we can use. I'm really upset that I can't land any more units here this turn. Oh, what a pain. Okay, we're going to have to stack our units up and land them next turn. So let's move this one into that port. And just get ready to land these guys and keep them protected. Oh, hold on. I've got another one here I can land. Where should we put this? Let's land this on this crossroads here. Oh, God, it's a leader. Got to be careful. It doesn't look like there's a lot of Germans here. I'm going to move that forward just to get a spot. There's nothing there, is there? There's just nothing there. Okay, so looks like the Germans have almost kind of left over here in France. So if we can cut these guys off here, we're going to move this militia unit down. So this leader here is cut off, so he's going nowhere. Got 47 points for the French. I'm wondering whether just to move this to there. First of all, we'll get a spot on Dijon. There's nothing in Dijon, so we can take Dijon back. I might as well just move up with my militia. Move up to there towards Nancy. Move this one forward. Have a spot there. There's just nothing there. There's nothing. I'm tempted. Oh, there's these guys. Okay, so we do have some units. There's those guys. So we'll leave. Let's not be too bold. Let's leave some units in Paris. I mean, I could move these. No, let's not be too bold. Let's just use our last 47 points. I mean, I'm even thinking of saving those points to get some decent units for the French as well. I think we'll save the French points as well. Yep. Okay, so let's check out what we're going to do. So we can't land any more here. We can just stack up our units. Did I spot that German sub? Yeah, there's a German sub there, which is kind of... I don't know whether I can hit it. Oh, is it raining? I don't know if it's raining where my carrier is. Let's just check we're in the right mode. Oh, we can attack this sub. Let's do that then. Got some interceptors, but that's okay. Because we've got some escorts. We do them 2 damage, nice. No damage to the sub though. Let's attack again. No damage again. Let's bring... Still happening. Oh, hold on. No damage again. Let's bring this carrier around and do some more little attacks. Set the mode. Make sure we're on naval tactical. Nothing, but no more interceptors. Oh, a little bit of damage there. Okay. And we'll just move that just to there. Alright, okay. So I think that's probably their last sub. There's nothing else going on out here in the Atlantic. While I think about it, we're just going to load... We've got these on long range transports. We can start moving this across. We can get this guy onto a long range transport as well. Yep. Or I could... Oh, actually, we've got the ports now, but... I'm thinking of landing some as well in Denmark. This guy, which, yes, I did put on the capital. We're going to put him on there, and we'll move him next time. Okay, that's fine. Let's just make sure everything's secure over here. We'll just surround our guys with destroyers. Yeah, so many destroyers. Don't know what to do with them now. I'm just going to kind of leave them over here. Just keep, yeah, that's that really. We can't do anything else because we can't land. Over here, we've got these paratroopers which we could paratroop over. Let's put that in London. But I'm going to leave them for now. Let's just check out down here in Italy. I've got to try and keep tabs on everything. Let's just continue to attack over here a little bit. Let's attack these units in the middle of Italy. 2 damage there. We've got this bomber. Oh wow, that's just horrendous. Okay. Why is that so bad? Let's just attack with this guy then. And then we'll move our army in position. Attack with that as well. Nice. And then we've got this army up here in which we can attack this leader. Beautiful. And we've got some units up here. These guys are protecting the relevant regions, but this guy can take Trieste on this turn. Very nice. We're kind of just going to leave him there. And these ships, I'm just going to start moving everything over down towards the... once we've got the ports, we'll start to move everything down, I think just towards the Pacific. Why the hell not? To help out down there. Okay, move those down. Right, we're not fully blockading this port actually, so we'll move... The ship isn't doing anything, is it? So we'll move that one up there. Okay. Apart from that, that's kind of that done, I think. Over here, well, I'm not liking the look of these panzers. I don't think we're going to be able to do them a lot of damage, to be honest. We're just going to have to kind of hold ground here. That army, no. Right, this one's level 2. Oh God, let's think about this. I'm going to swap. Swap that over and reinforce those. I could just do a straight reinforcement here. Going to reinforce my tank, my Canadian tank. It's just not worth attacking at the moment. Let's reinforce the Americans. Although I could do with an upgrade, but I've nothing that can go into their position. Oh, actually you can. No, you can't. It's hashed. I won't be able to go into there. Let's just reinforce for now. That tank is only on 6 health, so hopefully they'll hold out. It's not worth bombing, is it? No. Do a little attack to try to get rid of that militia unit, that garrison unit. Do a little attack there. And we'll upgrade these guys. At least we can get everyone upgraded. There, thus, and do a little attack there. That's another one down, very nice. Not going to poke his head through there, that's for sure. This guy I'm going to bring back, I think. Yeah. And this guy as well. Just going to pull back a little bit. Oh, I can't. Shit. Okay, we're going to have to put him into that gap there. I know it means moving out of there, but we're going to reinforce this one. We can actually put this army up here, which will do that. That's a bit stronger. Okay, so that's kind of that done. I may reinforce these units as well, but I also want to check out if I need my points elsewhere first. And that elsewhere's over down near Australia, where we're going to start trying to make some inroads against the Russians with the Brits. So let's just check the Brits down in Australia before we do anything else. In fact, let's just check out over here first. Yeah, let's check this out first. We've got the Indians now making progress down towards Bangkok. We've got the Japanese attacking Penang. But if we can put pressure down here. So we've got a bomber which can't fire at the moment. We've got this tank which we'll attack here first, see if we can get onto this road down towards Penang, I think, and reinforce that little area. So we'll attack here first. And then I'm going to move my tank just to there, so that I can bring this army down. Do another attack. That's that. And then we can try to use these guys as well. I'm not quite going to finish it off. We've got another garrison unit here which we can bring down. And we'll bring the army a little bit closer. Got to be careful about Rangoon here. I'm going to put my fighter on there. Okay, that's fine there. And then down here in Australia, we've got some units to land. This is a tank unit, an American one, which can't reach. And these guys we're going to send up and we're going to land them on this turn. I know there's a special forces in there. There it is. So, oh, right, okay, we need a leader as well. Oh, God. Okay, let's put this leader onto a long-range amphibious transport. So he's good to get up there next time. We've got this guy, but unfortunately he can't land, of course. And can we get you onto a transport? No. Let's put this guy... get into a transport next time. We can put this guy down here. We can move this guy closer. And I'm going to put this ship just to protect them a little bit in case anything comes along. And that's kind of that down there, I think. Not worth attacking into there. We need some more units. Okay. Right, so that's that for the Brits as well. Okay, so reinforcement. What's this over here? Oh, I've done that. Okay. There's just so many units I can kind of forget where I am a little bit. So let's reinforce these. In fact, let's upgrade this army here. Spend some points on that. And we'll upgrade here as well. Okay, just to quickly check out diplomacy because Sweden did move, so if someone's got some diplomacy to do, hopefully it's the Americans. Yeah, the Americans can put some points into Sweden. Takes us back up to 90% chance. Okay, just the French chips we could use. Okay, so Sweden's going nice. Where is Sweden now, actually? Sweden is 40% towards the Allies. Okay, that's going to be huge when Sweden swings towards the Allies. So let's continue to buff up British units. This one maybe? Yeah, we'll reinforce this guy up to max health. Everything else is done. Any units up here I want to reinforce? Not really. We've got this carrier up here we'll bring down. Alright, okay. Any research for the Brits then? Let's check that out. Someone did mention that I've got some chits that I not using, which I think I've... Oh yeah, that was... Who was that? That was Cadus. Yeah, thanks Cadus for that. We'll get rid of this industrial technology, get some few points back there. There's not really anything else to do, I don't think. This one's got a couple of stages to go, so we could put another into amphibious warfare while we've got the points. That's coming along, that's coming along, that's coming along. So nearly... Oh, heavy bomb... We're not really going to use heavy bombers, to be honest. Long-range aircraft... Yes. I think we'll go for long-range aircraft. That leaves us with just 38 points. So that's kind of the Brits done. So let's move over next to... Let's finish the Indians. We have moved the Indians, haven't we? Move this bomber a little bit closer. Any research for the Indians? There is. How many points have they got? 164. What should we go for? Aerial warfare. We don't need any navy or anything for those guys. Ground attack weapons possibly. Yeah, let's put a tick into ground attack. Oh, insufficient funds. Okay, we'll just leave that then. Let's go to the Chinese front, which is doing a good job. We've got some incursions up in the north from the Japanese, but that's okay. Yunnan's looking okay. Here, this guy's under a little bit of pressure. What about over here? Can we do any damage to them? We can do some damage there. That might be worth taking that shot. Got some heavy artillery in defence there for the Japanese. Move. these guys into position. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more damage. I'm going to reinforce these. And I'm going to reinforce these elites as well. I don't like this guy here actually. I'm going to pull him back, I think, a little bit. Looking very exposed there. Yeah, I'll pull him back a little bit. Reinforce our aircraft. Yunnan's going to be okay. These guys will reinforce as well. Of course, we need a leader up in the north there as well for the Chinese. Down here, I don't think it's worth really attacking. We'll do a little attack there, may as well. I've got the chance, and another little attack. Nothing. Oh my god. Okay. Let's reinforce. Oh, we can't reinforce those. Can't reinforce those. Reinforce our special forces there on the corner. What about here? Yeah, let's do a little bit of damage here. And there. Ah, goddamn. We're not going to take them down now. Let's just reinforce something. Actually, these guys need reinforcing. Okay. Elite reinforce here. And we'll reinforce here. Okay, that's kind of it for the Chinese there. I think they've still got... Oh no, we're out of points for the Chinese. So that's the Chinese done. So moving on to the Russian front next. Up here. Okay, actually let's start down here because this is where we're having most trouble really. We've got Sevastopol, which is still in the game. Holding on very nicely. We've got our commander down here we need to reinforce real quick as well. And then we've got here, and we've got an army which we need to reinforce so that we can use that soon. We need more commanders as well, don't we, down here. Now up here, Crumbum said we should use our cavalry to push through this kind of more marshy area. I've got to be a little bit careful that we don't get surrounded, but he's absolutely right. It's kind of, we should probe a little bit. I'm just worried they've got a unit on Kursk, so to start with I'm just going to move it 2 spaces forward, just get a spot on Kursk, and there's just that militia unit, so yeah, I'm happy to move that right up to there, do a little attack into Kursk as well. So that was worth doing, but we've got to be careful we don't overstretch ourselves. Especially if they can bring units down here and just cut us off. So there's that to consider as well. Now I've got some new units as well for the Russians which we can bring in, but let's just try to let's just actually see where we're going to use our new units. We could try to use them here actually to try to push through. How many new units have we got? We've got some nice new units. We've got a Katyusha, rocket artillery, we've got a shock army, and we've got some nice tanks as well. So that could be a place to use them. You're right, Crumbum. We could push through there if we could take and try to get behind the Germans. Let's just make sure our front lines are solid though, first of all. Can we do any damage with this tank? We can actually. Is that worth it? We've got 1 tank sitting there. Yeah, let's do some damage to this army. Just 1. I don't want to move across this river if I can, you know, because then I'm going to be really exposed. We'll try and do another damage to that army, which we managed to do. And then we can perhaps bring these guys, or we'll just move them forward so we don't lose the morale. Well, this one then. Do a little bit of damage there. We've got some more here which can do a little bit of damage. We've got an army here. 2 damage. Nice, nice. And then this guy, I would have liked to have reinforced him, but I can't. Let's move him onto the town there. Want to reinforce my bombers for sure. We've got this. Well, we're just going to reinforce here, I think. We don't have to attack these cavalry. Oh, we can actually attack them with our train. Let's do that. Get rid of those. I'm going to do a little attack here. My light tank's looking a bit dodgy there. Now I can reinforce this army and perhaps pull my light tank back a little bit. but not completely. Let's bring it back to maybe there. So we can continue with this little push through the marshy area. Yeah. So in Moscow, they were really pushing a lot of units over in the north here. And we can actually do some damage up here. Let's attack this army, which is looking quite weak in the north here. Ooh, nice. Alright. Again, it's so tempting to go forward and try and take that out. I'm going to do it this time. Let's just... Oh, okay, you see what I mean? It's just not happening, and I've moved them now, so they're there. So we'll leave them there. What I could do is swap these. No, I'm going to reinforce here. Not going to take any chances. Everything else is looking fairly solid. We could move forward here again. Is it worth it? Have we got the backup if anything goes wrong? Probably not. So we're going to leave those, reinforce here. And then down here. Oh, it's so tempting to just kind of swing down a little bit. I could put those into there. If I put those down to there, I'm going to just move those down because I want to attack that aircraft. Oh, wow, really? Okay. Let's move that down anyway, as planned. Yeah, we just haven't got enough units. We can do a little attack here, which I'm going to do against the Hungarians. And again, nice bit of damage there. And I'm going to take that 1 damage against the tank if I can. Oh, actually 2 damage. Nice. Okay. We should still be okay in that position. I'm going to reinforce these core. We can use them next time. We can move these somewhere maybe. No, we'll leave them. That's fine. There. Okay, up to Leningrad before we put our reinforcements down. Leningrad. Can we do any damage here? 1 damage. Hardly worth it. Oh, we can do some damage to this cavalry unit though. Yeah, let's attack the cavalry unit. They're so weak, these cavalry units. Pretty hopeless. And let's attack again with the army. Probably going to pull back. And then we'll attack with this guy. Oh, shall I attack all the way down here? Into the marshy ground, or I could move the tank forward. Let's move. Let's take a little bit of a chance again. Oh, there's not much behind here. There's not much at all behind here, and I can get that down. I'm going to just push a little bit here. Very nice. Oh, which is it worth taking out, the commander or the aircraft? The commander or the aircraft? Let's hit the commander. And bring these guys into that gap. Do a little bit of an attack there. Okay, let's use our bomber maybe as well. I wonder if we can take... We might be able to take these out. Got some interceptors though. We've got our... well, whatever they are, yaks or whatever they are. Our fighters. How much damage are we going to do to these cavalry? Not too much is the answer. Alrighty. I could swap these. Let's swap these. See if we can finish this cavalry. Not quite. Oh yes, got him. That's another German. Some more Germans down. We can move that into the gap. So there's a little bit of movement. A little bit of movement. Now I'm really tempted to land my paratroops. Where though? Where shall I land them? Shall I try to land them onto Parmu? Shall we give it a go? I bet there's something on there. I can actually scout first, can't I, with my... Nothing on there. Let's try and take Parmu then. Yeah, let's go for it. They're looking weak over here in the north. There we go. Oh, down to 2 health. Really? Wow. Took some serious damage there. Okay, fine. That didn't work out quite so well. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to put these guys into an amphibious transport. Try to move those down. Might as well have a shot at this aircraft. No, we won't. Too much damage incurred. Right, okay, so now I've got some more units to put down for for the Russians. Now, do I put them in this area where we're pushing to try to cut off the southern army of the Germans, or do I put them up here where they're looking very weak? Let's see what we've got. So we've got the Katyusha. Let's think about where to put the... Let's put the shock army first of all. Oh, it's quite a way back there. What about down here? I think we'll go for this push through into the marshes. So we'll put our... Actually, let's put the tank down first in front. Yeah, we'll just let them push back and we'll try to push in this area. So we'll put the tank there. We'll put our Katyusha... In fact, I could use the Katyusha up here maybe. Actually, I might use the Katyusha over here. Yeah, let's put the Katyusha there and we'll use the shock army down here near the marshes. Put that there. And we can push with that. Yeah, we can push with those guys in the next turn. Good stuff. Right, any research for the Russians? Nope. They're still full on research, so we're going to buy some more units. 380 points. We're going to buy another shock army if we can. Oh, really? We can't afford it? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Shock army. Can we get them 2 infantry? Yep, so we'll purchase one of those for the Russians. That's that. Let's just place this British unit while I'm thinking about it over in Britannia, and I'm going to put that up here. I'm definitely going to do another front over here in near Copenhagen, I think, and we've got all these American units to put down as well, and we're going to bring these commanders over towards Europe. So we're going to put these over here on the east coast. Commander, we've got a mechanized unit. Put that in there. Tank unit in there. These can all get on amphibious transports or on transports, just transports next time. And put that one there. Okay, cool. So that's that. That's all spent out for those guys. America is next. Did I do? Yeah, I did those. So it's just America then, isn't it? Yep, let's head over to the Pacific. So we've done the Brits down there near Port Moresby, and so let's check. Let's start at the back. We've got these islands to try to consolidate. So where can we land? Oh, we can actually land this turn, I think. Can we? Let's move our guy down. We can't quite land. There's actually just an aircraft on there. Alrighty. Let's move this one up first. No, let's move this one first towards... well, towards somewhere. Let's just move it forward. Move that one forward. I'm going to bring this guy down actually. Oh, we can't quite get in range. We'll bring it down anyway. Got this one to bring forward, and then we've got this one, which we could... we can't land either. We can have... oh yes, we can. Is this still Japanese? It is. I wonder if there's anything on there. Let's check it out. Nothing on there, so that's another little island taken. Very nice. Alrighty. This guy, this is already ours. Yeah. So these guys need to get back into a transport. And this one, that's still Japanese, so we'll send them over there. So that's another little island taken. I think... just try and zoom out one level. There we go. Right. So making inroads into this little group of islands here. Let's just go to the front a second, because there was this carrier here. I think there's also a carrier up near Nagasaki. But let's deal with this one first. Let's bring this level. Actually, can we bring our... should we just bring our ships forward? We can bring this battleship right up to attack here, which we shall do. Nice. Now we've got some more level 2 down here, which we aren't going to quite reach. We've got a level 1 here, which I'm going to attack with. 3 damage. And then we've got a nice cruiser here we'll bring up. 3 damage. Oh, not quite. Could just use a sub to finish it off. Or could just use maybe this guy to finish it off. Oh no, we can't. Okay, I just want to can check where that other. Ah, it's gone. Okay, let's bring. Yeah, let's just finish it off with a sub. Let's make sure it goes down. Another carrier less to deal with. Are you kidding me? Say what now? Right, we'll use this one then. Why is it doing so much damage? Is it because it's full of aircraft? I'm not doing that. Okay. Let's finish it off with this battleship then. Why is it doing us so much damage? Wow, okay, we'll move you to the back. This guy actually needs to go back for some rest. Where can we put him? We can bring this one forward. And we'll send this guy who's really depleted back there. Okay. This island still belongs to the Japanese. So let's scout up here with our. Someone did say I should be scouting the island, so we'll have a little scout along here. Oh, hello. There's a battleship in there. Let's move. You've still got to strike. Can you strike the battleship in port? Yes, you can. A couple of damage there. We'll move it out, see if we can bring any more in. This guy reach? No. This guy can reach level 3. Nearly took him out. Is there anyone else we can just sneak in there? We've got a 6. Only got to do 1 health, 1 damage though, so that's going to be another battleship down hopefully. Yep, so that's another battleship down. Super. And we'll just move that to there. Right, I'm going to move you to there. You to there, so that's those all moved. We've still got this guy down here, which we'll just move him up there. Not just to there actually, to stop anything coming through that gap. Still able to interdict as well. In fact, if I put these on radar where I can, might be worth just scouting this as well. So there's a special forces on there. We'll stick this guy on radar as well. Put it over there. Okay, good. Now these guys we're trying to take here. Our aircraft carrier are really depleted though. We could try to bombard a bit, but we really need to do it with battleships, I think. Yeah, let's put this guy on radar and move him forward up to here. Just have a little check what's going on. Down here maybe. Not a lot. Right, let's see if we can bring some battleships in to bombard. Yeah, we're not going to do too much damage. We might take the supply down though. And then we're going to move that. Oh, we've got a port here we can use. Maybe stick one of our carriers in there. Get resupplied. This is still Japanese. That might be worth just checking out as well. Let's just do a little bit of a scout mission up there. Okay, and what about over here? Just special forces. Alright, we'll have to get rid of those before we take that. 1 damage, is that it? Wow. Let's move. Let's attack and move. Okay. Move them across there. Another battleship here. Attack and move. And this one. Just use our carriers. I'm not being too careful now. I don't think I need to be over careful because the Japanese Navy now is not in too good a shape. Let's do a little attack up here now. 1 damage. Took 1 back though. What a shame. Okay. Going to move this guy forward as well. Put him on radar. Radar. There we go. Right, anything else to move over here in the Pacific? I don't think there's anything I really want to move. Can we reinforce our aircraft here? Everything else is kind of done. Yeah, we need more ports so we can reinforce all these ships that we've got. Okay, that's that done then, I think. For the Americans, but we can see if there's anything we want to purchase because they've still got stacks of cash. I do this every time, don't I? Should we just get some? Let's go heavily on the bombers. Let's get some more tactical bombers. The Americans. So we need everything, but we don't need naval weaponry, do we? I don't think so. Let's purchase a tactical bomber. Again, we'll get everything, but not naval weaponry. Wow, can we get 3? Are you serious? No, we can't. Okay, we'll leave that to next turn. So I think that's kind of everything. I'm just going to zoom out and have a quick think in my head if I've done everything. Over here on this side, Russian front's looking good. Thanks for your comments helping out there. Over here in the Pacific, I think we've kind of done everything. So thank you all very much for watching. If you have got any more comments, please do put them down. I read them and I act on them as well in game if I think they're decent comments. Please do subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.